Oh, sorry. I don't know what's going on with the audio. Sure. Okay, here we go. There we go. Fixed it. Now, let's start with this. As many might have seen recently, Amanda Seyfried was on the Tonight Show and she was playing this instrument. They don't mention it. The name of it starts with a D, I believe. Very cool instrument. Um, Maybe they'll say here. Anyways, and it went viral, and everyone in the comment section is like, "Oh my God, she needs to play Joni Mitchell in a biopic." Obviously, biopics are in right now, but much like Hansel and Zoolander, he's so hot right now. But this is Joni Mitchell's actual performance of the song that Amanda did. Pretty sick. Dude, one thing, I'm not no vocal expert, but that's so tough about the song is like to stay in pocket when it's so conversational, but yet there's so many like big notes is actually nutty. Like actually insane. Hold on, let me get chat popped out because I can't see y'all when I'm in this. Hold on. Hide for yourself. Oh. All right. Okay. I thought that was awesome. I had to share that because I had seen the Amanda Seyfried thing a bunch, but I had not seen the like the Joni Mitchell version of that. Okay, this one's awesome. I haven't like most of these I had not watched in advance, but this one's just a still image, and I have seen this. Guys, I've made a discovery. Ear pod, earbud, AirPod. We needed it. Sometimes you just need that. Whatever this is the internet that I like to be in. My internet, and I like it here. The algorithm was hitting right that day. Let's just say that. Dude, just big goobers. You okay? Oh, he's like a little turtle now. Too bad I can't adjust these volumes independently. No. Nom nom. I've not seen this. I just feel like it's super loud. Please don't fall out of that. I don't want to see him fall. Wait. Mood. He's a mood, bro. Oh. The splat, like, I mean, first off, it's the stance, it's the looking down, it's the feet waddles, the subtle. It's like I'm almost too lazy to get the water all over me, but if I flap my feet well enough, the water will splash up, and surely it'll be a good enough of a like a washing. You know what I mean, dude? Love that. Hey, oh, buddy, watch out. Yeah, that's. Whoa. Okay, someone left their LSD out. This man's wildin'. That might not even be a bear. This is a human. Look at the little. You see that? He either had spinal surgery or somebody's in a super furry, accurate panda suit. Maybe that's just his feather ruffled. I don't know. That looks. I mean, it's tripping. Uh oh. Yeet. Oh! That must be like a brother and a sister or something, and the big sister just absolutely sent the brother. Poor lad. Okay, now we're in our groove. I also forgot I had both the music playing. I'm sorry. Okay. I haven't seen this. The double chin that like me when I'm half asleep on that chair. Um Yo, what Pokemon game were you playing by the way? Okay. Raccoons on a top secret mission spotted shimmying across utility wires in Southern California. This is just Cell in a raccoon suit. I won't understand, like that's the only thing to me. Um Oh, the caper music just makes it so much better. I need to play Silent Sly Cooper ASAP. Dude, that's actually honestly as cool as that is, that's kind of freaky right? Like imagine looking out. Also, how many houses have like no lights on? Like there's not a teenage son or that's up late playing video games, or a mom or dad who's working late through the night. Like creepy. Maybe they blew a nearby transformer. They got some trash, maybe some leftover Capri Suns, and they spread it on the transformer, blew the local power, all part of the caper, right? It's like in Ocean's 11 when they blow the, you know what I'm saying? You know, Vegas grid goes away, and then they can go into the casino. Wait, is that? Oh, dude, there's so many of them. Again, that would be kind of creepy to see, not gonna lie, right? Pretty creepy to see. Oh, this is a great one. Sel, I know you don't love sports, but you love sports. Here, watch this. This is how I make sports palatable. Here we go. Goalkeepers' balls get photoshopped into cats. This is so natural, like I didn't even question it. Pretty good. He's just that's awesome. That's probably just one soccer ball made into two cats, question mark. But gimme, come. That's great. That one's funny. Um, aw, don't crush it though. Speedy's also like, what's going on here? Yo, okay. These are back-to-back ones. I have seen these just because it's Liverpool related, but I had to share with you guys. So you know how they have the mascots in soccer, football, right? They walk out and you have the little kids in front. Well, the homie Allison had this champion, and so Allison, Liverpool's goalkeeper, one of the most handsome men on the planet. My sister refers to him as Mr. Hottie Pants, Mr. Sexy Pants. That's it. Very hot, very handsome. This is him, and he actually kneeled down, taking a knee to be on the same level. So sweet. Hold on, there's a follow up to that. Wait a minute. Okay, that's on part one. Part two, inbound. This is him. All right, peep at the bottom, near where the little mute symbol is or whatever, right? Okay. He's obviously the one in green, goalkeeper, different fit. All these other people have their other mascots. And then he pulls off Scoop, and then the mom is just like, I love that. And then Vinicius, who is this? It's is this Endrick? Rodrigo? This maybe is Rodrigo. That's definitely Vinicius, and I'm blanking on 11. And if that's Rodrigo, great. I'm not a big fan of Endrick. Kind of hate the lad for what he did to Cenote, but if that's him, W, love this. That obviously happens all the time around world football, but I needed it now, you know? And then Allison kneeling down. Very nice. Very cool. Now, since I made a note to show this on Newsday, Dan Hurley, the coach of the Connecticut Huskies, has been a little bit of a sore loser, a little wah, right? Okay. But this was pretty cool. So in a match, in a game here recently, this was about a month ago, up by 15 with less than a minute to play. So the game's basically over. Dan Hurley up here, near where it says Amica, is the coach. He calls a timeout. That way, certain seniors for Providence, not his team, the other team, can get some seniors out on senior night and get some minutes, even because it was already a 15-point game. Let them get a little action here. Now imagine they led the comeback. Drives to the rim. Screw buckets, dude. Just kidding. But he did get fouled. Maybe. The tucked in shirt with the undershirt. A crazy combo. Crazy combo.
Point as a Friar.
Love that.
And that means the world to him and his family. Brother Andrew also a Friar.
That's okay.
Never forget.
That was all part of the plan.
Come on, Karen.
That way the other kid can get it. Screw. Turn around. Buckets. Just clean. Love to see it. What a moment for them, indeed. All right. This one. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. How do you sleep at night? Okay, we got. I'm either a oneer. I can be a lot. I mean, the one thing you should never do is 4, right? Like that's the consensus. Never 4. I'm typically a 1 or a 2. Sometimes a 5, depending on the time of year. Probably most consistently a 2. I'm a 2er. Yeah, I'm a 2er. 2, 1, 5. Depending on the time of year. Never 4 though. Let's establish that. Let's see for the ladies. Okay, well, equally, I don't think they'd ever do 8. 8 seems illogical if you're a woman. Why would, from all that I know, they hate wearing bras. Like they're one of the greatest sensations all day is when they could get home and pop their bra strap off and free the ladies. So why would they ever wear them with nothing else? So anyways, let's hear this guy's opinion. But mine, first look, never 4, 2, 1 and 5, and 3 sometimes. Never 4. 8 seems dumb.
All of these are acceptable except number 4. Any fella that goes to bed Donald Duck style, man.
Donald Duck style is so good. I was thinking Winnie the Pooh, but Donald Duck's so good.
Work, man. T-shirt, no draw. Matter of fact,
depends on how warm it is. 10 all the way. Hold on, let's get Chad's take here. 5 for life. 10 all the way. 5 matches at 5. Sell 10. PB 10 or 3. Depends on how. For real, 8 is a maniac. Yeah, like why would 8 is yeah, exactly.
Your T-shirt on,
dude. Donald ducking is great.
Before you put your drawers on. Yeah, let alone sleep like that.
Wait. He goes, you should never even like put your clothes on in that order, let alone sleep like that. That's funny and also true, dude.
Can I sleep with?
Because like if you do shirt first, I mean sometimes it depends on where what is what, but typically if you do shirt first in the morning, the walk from wherever your shirts are to wherever your like drawers are, it's a shameful walk. It's a shameful walk.
T-shirt. Exactly. There's any Disney character you could think of.
Winnie the Pooh.
Golly. I don't even know why they put number 4 up there. Number 4 is actually wild as hell to say that I'm going to just put this T-shirt on. Ass out. What do you keep
ass out?
With just a T-shirt on, fellas. Answer me that. And no pants.
And no pants.
Man, this is dastardly. Number 4 is dastardly.
Wait, hold on. That's clever. He goes, that's dastardly. A little back to the Donald Duck thing.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. All of these.
Dude, no, we got to mention 8 though. 8's equal, like we said. That's the equivalent of our 4. Just no. Why ever? No, that's worse. That's worse than our 4. Because like we don't actively go through the day usually, unless it's really hot and maybe you're wearing 100% cotton or something. But we don't normally go through our day. Also, can remind me if I don't remind myself, anyone there, to disable my audio and my VOD. Like right now when I do Newsday, I enable my desktop audio. So these are heard in the VOD, but I need to remember to undo it after. Anywho, generally speaking though, we don't go through the day actively hating our shirt being on and like, God, I can't wait to get it off. Whereas like 8 is the worst. The worst. All right, to the next thing. I have no idea what this is either. I saw 2 crocodiles, I think. Well, crocodile and alligator seen battling it out on a sidewalk. Okay, so generally speaking, what I know the difference to be is like the biggest thing is the width of their snouts. Like one's more rounded and large, and one's more pointy. But I couldn't tell you which one's which. That one's definitely more rounded, and that one's boom. I think the crocodile is more rounded, and the alligator is boom. Hold on, wait. I don't know how accurate this comment is, but we might have good comms here. Gators have a U-shaped nose. Crocs are V-shaped. So opposite of what I said. Are also generally more territorial. Gator wants the sun. The croc wants the smoke. How accurate that is. We shall look it up, because one part about Newsday here is learning. Here we go. Do I just trust Copilot though? That's the question on everyone's mind. Reptile Direct, that seems legitimate. Wildlife Informer. Science Notes. Who even knows? Alligator has a broad snout. Okay, and crocodiles streamline. Very V-shaped. All right, let's see what happens here. I mean, they're kind of just... Oh, one's bleeding a little bit. A little blood. Also, Florida. Did this say if this happened in Florida? Yeah, Everglades Holiday Park. Top right. Ooh, that was a clean little reverse, dude. Also, this pavement's got to be so hot. Almost too hot for him.
Oh, no.
Pretty wicked. Florida things, though. Am I right? This is a little NSFW, little not safe for work. Close your eyes, Matchy. Actually, no, Matchy, you open them. Okay.
Before you put it out to the public.
Hold on, let me
and
refresh
yesterday,
this. I gotta do this quicker. Boom.
Example of why you need somebody to review a logo before you put it out to the public. And yesterday, the Chesapeake Bay Sox found out the hard way. So the
By the way, that is a rowdy, absolutely rowdy logo for a team, right? The Chesapeake Bay Sox, right? And it's like a crab, badass looking crab. Love how sleek it is, right? That's a cool crab with the Maryland flag.
Chesapeake Bay Sox are from Maryland, obviously, and they're Baltimore's AA affiliate team. Yesterday, they released a new alternate identity.
Okay, that's also fire. Oyster catchers with this thing, this bird, this got nothing. Albatross, that's not what it is. Pretty cool logo.
Bay Sox called the Oyster Catchers, paying homage to the American oyster catcher, which is
never mind. That's it.
a bird that you can find in the Chesapeake Bay. Therefore, they released this logo, which is pretty cool, actually. This word mark, which looks like to me something you'd find.
It does, right? That little like spray tan, like best friends forever, or summer 2007 with my girls.
Those spray shirts on the boardwalk.
And you get the little characters.
And then a third logo, a baseball mitt.
Yeah, that's not the move. That's not the move.
With an oyster in it.
So, okay, the pearl is the ball, obviously, the baseball, but it has to be blurred out. Funny. I mean, the glove is there, right? I think part of what makes it so bad is this pink, right? Okay, the orange glove, clear, it could be brown, it could be a darker brown, but that, boom. That, when you look at it, you're like, okay, that's the shell of the oyster and that's the pearl. But maybe just make all of this that, or this be, you know, if you've ever had oysters, you crack open the shell or any kind of clamfish, or shellfish. There's sometimes like it's like greener. Maybe that wouldn't have been a good idea either. But the pink doesn't help.
The baseball as the pearl. Now, I don't know about you, but this resembled something a little different to most people. When people saw this, they did not think oyster. And since that point, the Chesapeake Bay Sox have removed said logo from their branding. However, they have fully
What? Hold on. Also, we talked about this, Matchy. For those that don't know, the MLB or baseball in general have had like these logo fiascos. Because what was that called, Matchy? The like overlay hats. But it culminated in titas and asses or something like that. What were they called? Still there? Or have you dipped? Let me make sure I didn't mention anything. Yeah, 8 was Maniac. That's still how you sleep. Matchy says 10 is so wild to me. I'd wash my sheets every day. Damn, you bubble guts consistently? Is why shower at night before bed. Disable audio and VOD reminder. Can we do that again in a little, like 5 minutes? Disable audio and VOD reminder. Matchy, what were they called? Anyways, there was these Titas hat, baseball hat. Here we go. So basically what they did was, where normally the hat would say Texas across, the idea was to take the team's like condensed logo and overlay it across the word. Like, so Texas Rangers, it would be the T and then over Texas. For the Astros, it was the H over a part of the Astros. So with the Astros, you get asshos, okay? You get tetas, which, is Spanish. It's Spanish. That's what we'll say. So you have that, and then you have this whole oyster catcher fiasco. What's going on? Maybe it's driving views. It's working, I guess.
embrace that they made a mistake. They said some saw an oyster, others saw something unexpected. We see an opportunity to turn viral laughs.
Oh, this is
into
clever.
positive
Hold on.
impact.
What? Others saw something unexpected. We see an opportunity to turn viral laughs into positive impact. In celebration of Women's History Month, 10% of all oyster catchers merch will support a cervical cancer foundation. That's
Women's History
brilliant.
Month, 10% of all
That's
oyster
so
catchers merch sales
smart
will
and
be
good and way to turn oh man, that's great.
supporting this Women's Cervical Cancer Foundation. And honestly, bravo to them. But now we can add them to a list
Okay, on cue.
of baseball teams who have had unfortunate branding this year. And if you want more sports news or funny stories,
I didn't even show y'all this. We saw the assholes, but now we just got ass.
just drop me a follow.
And now, got motherfucking hammer time. Brown out. All right. We got a couple more. I think this next one is Cell's spirit animal, maybe. I've only seen it for a split second as I was getting the clip. Oh. Okay, he surely didn't collect all of those, I'm guessing. And I mean, so here's the thing. This comment, I normally try to block the comments out, but since there is zero caption on this, it's not down under Speedy. But set up, unnatural, no thanks. Here's my thing. Even if it's set up, because he doesn't, I mean, did he really grab all of these? It's like, don't say no thanks, because there are people who this, you know what I mean? They could have had a bummer last couple hours, and then they see this, put a smile on their face, and then, you know what? I needed this. Even if it is set up, hell yeah, set me up like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's munching. He is munching. I forgot to do man, I said last week that I wanted to start getting better at having a dedicated, like, hey, I'm doing Newsday now, not just streaming, but Newsday little post ready, and I forgot again. All right, here we go. What do we have here? The giant California Condor. Hey, I was just talking about this on stream the other day. I think. That's a big ass bird, dude. Look at the wingspan on that thing. It's even got a little mohawk. It's the second largest species of the New World vulture family after the Andean condor. It is native to southwest of the U.S., especially California and Arizona, but was historically widespread as far south as Canada. As far south as Canada? for north as a result of active hunting and passive poisoning by pesticides such as DDT. Population, oh, I got Diamond Dallas paged. Its population declined dramatically, particularly in the first half of the 20th century. It was considered extinct. In 1987, when the last free-flying condor was captured, only 27 individuals were still alive. However, since they also they started the largest conservation breeding program in the United States. They are now occurring again around the 4 release sites: Big Sur and Pinnacles in California, and Vermilion Cliffs in northwest Arizona and northern Baja California. That thing is massive, bro. All right, take off already. We're getting tired. I'm just kidding, but take your time, bud. But show us something. Okay, never took off. That was a little... All right. Last one for this April 1st, April Fool's Newsday. Didn't fool you guys once. Could have.
The dinosaurs, they hit 50 miles from here. At the time, the whole Yucatan Peninsula was underwater, and it would be that way for millions of years. The reef and shells built up over time till they were 3,500 feet deep, and it stayed underwater until the last ice age. And ice began to form over North America and Europe. All the water that had been in that ocean got drawn up onto the land. Levels dropped 200 feet lower than they are now. When that happened, that shelf came up out of the water. Rain was acidic, and so as it fell, it went down through that limestone in little cracks and began to corrode it away and create a big cave system. In some areas, the cave broke in the middle, and that section collapsed down, and it created what's called the Cenote. Then when the ice age ended, the water level came back up again, and these caves that have been primarily empty began to fill up with water. It's jungle now, but back then, 5,000 years ago, it was arid. And so the Mayans that lived here would build their civilizations around these cenotes and then rely on the rainwater that was collecting inside of them, like this. There's 2 types of water here. There's salt water from the groundwater, because as the ocean came up, it began to push up in the water table. And so at the bottom of these cenotes, you'll find salt water. And then at the top, rainwater comes down and fills this up. So this here is fresh water, but go down a little bit, 30 feet, and you're in salt water. That meant that these caves that used to be primarily dry began to fill up with water. So way in the back of them, you will find artifacts of humans far back in there that are now completely underwater. Way offshore, you will find caves in there that also have human remains in them, because that used to be above water. So we're at a cenote called the Two Eyes. This particular cenote was undiscovered until 1985 when Hurricane Mitch hit Mexico.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, so often one of the things that has led to a lot of new discoveries in these fields has been the invention of the LiDAR scan, which can see through jungle canopies and like rubble and like brush a lot better than we were prior.
The jungle.
That'll do it too.
And for the first time, helicopters over could see down into the jungle, and they saw 2 eyes looking back up.
Dos ojos.
2 cenotes. 1989, National Geographic went into the jungle and found these. These link 47 miles of caves down in here. And today we're going to go dive. See that sign? It said forbidden to cross. That's where we're going to go.
I don't know if I can go cave diving. Like I can go diving and I can go in caves, but you combine like already the worry of like being, even if everything stayed in exact the same place, like how condensed everything is. Not that I'm claustrophobic, but it would start to play in there. Then the fear of like things shifting and like not necessarily caving in, but also being underwater. Cave diving and going through caves, yeah. Caves not I love diving. I don't caves not a huge fan of, but can deal with. But you combine the having to manage my oxygen because of that plus that, very spooky. All right, let me disable music. That's it. Wait. I had one more to show. It was actually one I showed earlier, but we just gotta appreciate it again. This is my algorithm. This is what I want when we talk about it. Earbud, earpod, AirPod. The most accurate political compass. True. You know, like some's like chaotic neutral, chaotic evil, or whatever. Yeah, I'm Airbud. Team Airbud. All right, disable my music. Hey, PB, I appreciate you staying by how late it was. It's when they do that potholing, man, that freaks me out. Wait, have you ever seen how kids will noodle in the South? They basically will catch catfish with their hands. I don't know if that'd freak you out too, but hold on, let's see. Noodling for catfish. It's a fishing technique. You use your bare hands or feet, and you basically you feel around for what would be like a catfish like hole where they would live, and then you stick your hand in there and you try to bait them into biting it, and then you pull the shit out. It's nuts. It was on TV, catfishing or something like that. Yeah, I've never done it. I'm actually from the South, and I've never done this. I know I've been with people as they were doing it, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm just going to, like, swim in the river over here and make sure I don't get bitten by water moccasins or copperheads. Like, that's my worry. I'm not actively trying to stick my hand in holes. Dude, that water's so dirty. He didn't even get it. That's all rigged.